Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Anno 17, Republic of Pirates. This is a game that is currently in a demo state, so everything that you're about to see is most definitely subject to change. This is a pre-Next Fest demo that I was granted access to, and I'm sorry if they were expecting hype from me. I mean, there are content creators out there that will love any game that they get and show it off in the most positive light possible. Me, on the other hand, I'm an old fart that actually tells it like it is, and I believe in the consumer first. So I'm just going to come right out and say it. They ripped off Anno. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean. Settings, real quick. I mean, there's nothing major going on here. There's a lot of options. It's great. Unfortunately, there's no option to remove, like the mouse is locked to my window. There's no way to change that. And whenever you Alt-Tab, the game automatically pauses. There's no way to change that, as far as I can tell anyway. So there's no sandbox mode. It's just a campaign. I will pick up where I left off in the campaign, show you around the interface a little bit, and just leave it at that because, All right, so in the beginning of the game, you get a ship. Surprise, surprise. You create a dock. Surprise, surprise. You create roads. You create depots, or depots as they call it. And these are spots where you can store your stuff. It's actually telling me what it does, which is, But this is where you store all of your stuff, like in the ANNO series. Every time I say like in the ANNO series, go ahead and, I don't want to say take a shot of alcohol because this is a family-friendly channel, so maybe some milk. If you're lactose intolerant, just drink some water or something. Anyway, so this is where you deposit all of the materials that you're going to be producing. Fishing wharf. Let's start with this over here too. The huts. You create huts for your people, and they require things. On the bottom right, you can see they need fish, which is surprisingly what the people in Anno need when they first start out. They need a marketplace nearby, which is, surprise, what you first get in Anno. You also need rope, which is different. Okay, all right, I'll grant it that. There's a material that is a little unique there, okay? And if you look on the very top, you start with laborers, and then, if you get enough resources, you can upgrade your houses to hired hands, and then to smiths, and then to artisans. So there's different classes of people, totally unlike the Anno series. And even the income over here has the little bars, escalating bars. That's the same graphic. The same graphic that is in the Anno series to indicate an income or expense. These people decided to rip off Anno and give it more of a pirate theme, but that's it. It does less than what Anno 1800 does. At present, there's no sandbox like in Anno. There is a broader campaign in Anno. There's the old world in Anno. In this game, you're supposedly able to conquer other places. I'm not gonna bother. One thing I love. Okay, I don't know if you heard that, but whenever you click on the ship, the crew starts singing. That is cool. That reminds me a bit of Assassin's Creed Odyssey when you're sailing around and your people are singing on the boat. That's cool. Okay, I think that is the one thing that I actually liked about this game. When I click on a ship, they start singing. But yeah, like you're supposed to go around with your ship and collect things, but everything is so similar. Like when you're creating a woodcutter's lodge, there's an efficiency rating based on what's around it. And you can actually see the production happening, the trees, turning into that, and then you've got your sawmill here. Again, if you've played the Anno series, like I didn't even need the tutorial, I closed it out. I drew from my Anno knowledge and had no trouble getting into this. As far as what's down here, you've got a hut, depot, dock, Under needs, this is like your fishery. More will unlock over time. Each building has an upkeep, like an anno. Amenities, which is like marketplace. Amenities, I should say. Then you've got your planks for construction, decorations. I feel like more will be in the knowledge hub, so we'll just quickly take a look through that. Battle materials, building range. So yeah, I mean, you need to keep your people happy. So certain buildings have a radial effect. So you want to position everything just so, like an anno. Building ships, constructing buildings, depot needs, dried fish, production buildings, conditions. That might be something a little different. Production conditions. I'm gonna have to read more into that, but it doesn't seem all that significant. Roads, saboteurs, that's something a little different. Some factions may send saboteurs to damage buildings when they're standing as hostile. See, I was expecting, when I first got wind of this game and I got my early demo key for it, I was expecting, based on what was described to me, I was expecting a Tropico 2 remake. That Tropico in general is one of my favorite city builder-esque games, and Tropico 2 broke the mold, did away with the whole Caribbean, like, Penultimal, whatever his name was, and you know, El Presidente. Instead, you were the sea captain, and you were managing an island, but via the Tropico setting, and it was a lot of fun. I was hoping that this game remade that in some way without being too obvious that it did it. This game isn't even pulling any punches. It's clearly Anno reskinned in some kind of lighter pirate theme. If that doesn't bother you, then by all means play the game. As someone that owns all of the Anno games, I'm sorry, but like, as a consumer, I have to ask myself, I already own Annos, all the Annos. Why do I need this? Why would I pay money for this when I've got the Anno games already, which do the game better anyway? So, you know, I'm sorry, but if you're gonna do something like this, don't make it so freaking obvious. Don't, you know, do something different. Do something that sets your game apart. Don't make an exact reskin. Come on. Marketplace, huts, you've got 4 different factions up here, your income expense icon is exactly the same. Your people need things. In fact, whenever you build a hut, your hut doesn't fill up to its fullest because it doesn't have everything it needs, like in the Anno series. Huh, it's a big surprise. So, like I said, I don't know why they even bothered making this game, to be honest with you. It's just a reskin. Even the text, this continue campaign, the font, that looks similar. Who do you think you're fooling? Seriously, who do you think you're fooling? I'm not going to spend any more time on this. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all next time. Take care.